Hello everyone, my name is Cameron and welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a multi-topic video, so I'm going to try my best to write down the times. So if you ever see my pen in the camera, it's because I'm writing down the times when I started talking about a different topic in this video, so that way I can put them in the description. So if you guys just want to hear about one topic, so let's say you want to hear about the Raw 25th anniversary show, or the 1000th video, or Mixed Max Challenge, or whatever you want to hear about throughout this video, you can go straight to that point in the video and you don't have to go through the boring amount of me talking about something different. You can even skip over this. I will put whatever I start talking about first around the time I start on this video. So how about we start first with my 1000th video. So I'm going to put that at about 45 seconds. Okay, so 1000th video, we're getting closer and closer to that every single day. I think currently, without this video being added, I'm at 965 videos, so this will be 966. Not exactly sure when that's going to pop up. It's probably going to be still sometime in February. Like I said a few months ago, it's probably going to end up being in February. The videos that are going to be leading to that, I'm not entirely sure. Because I'm not entirely sure what day it's going to end up being on. Most likely, it's probably going to end up being at either the start or the end of the week. I'm kind of making that prediction now because it seems like the way I'm going right now about it, I have, 35 videos, technically 34 videos to go through before I get there. So that's about 15 days worth, technically 33 days, or 33 videos, because the 1000th video has to be its own, obviously it has to be the video I set for it instead of another video, a random video. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure when it's gonna pop up, but it will probably be around 14 or 15 days from now. So what's today? Today is, I think, the 23rd. Ooh, my loot crate's supposed to be here today too. So today's the 23rd. So let's see, there's 31 days. So 8 days from now, the month ends. So around February 7th, I'd say, is probably a good day to watch out for that 1000th video. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys honestly enjoy it. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I really loved it. I really loved making it, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. All right, on to the playoffs. So the NFL playoffs. The conference championships just rounded up today, Sunday, but still, when I'm recording this on Tuesday. What am I talking about? They ended this weekend, the conference championships, the NFC conference and the AFC. The Jaguars actually held the lead over the Patriots for a pretty good amount of time, but like the Patriots are known to do, they came back in the second half and ended up winning the game in Patriot type fashion. It was a close game and they ended up winning it. Good for them. I'm not happy about them going to the Super Bowl, but at least that part of my prediction's right. Over on the NFC side of things, however, in case you haven't heard about it just yet, and FYI, for any of you wondering, because I don't think I've ever said this, but I am a Packers fan. I'm a diehard Packers fan, which for some of you wondering why I wanted the Vikings to win so bad, or to lose so bad, that is why. I am a diehard Packers fan and would never ever root for the Vikings, especially in a chance for them to go to the Super Bowl. But continuing on, the starting drive of the game, the Vikings scored. They scored one touchdown and one extra point the entire game. From that point on, the Eagles went on to score 38 unanswered points against what it was being called the best defense in the league at the time. The Eagles had been scrutinized and looked at like they're the ones going to lose every single game going into the playoffs. They were people said they were going to lose to the Falcons. They said they were going to lose to the Vikings, to the Patriots. They're saying they're going to lose to everybody, and so far they've literally gone around and said, "Heh, fuck your fucking bullshit. I'm not losing to shit today." I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. My prediction is the Eagles. I'm still going against the Patriots because I will always go against the Patriots because I hate the Patriots. I don't dislike Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady is a fantastic player. I think Gronkowski is a fantastic player. I think they're both fantastic players, and they're both on a okay team. But the fact of the matter is that the Patriots I'm tired of seeing them win, like a lot of football fans are. But I'm not going to diminish two fantastic players in Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady. Tom Brady came from Michigan, and that's kind of cool. He went to Michigan, U of M, to play football, and he ended up going to the Patriots. I still like Tom Brady. I think he's a fantastic player. He's going to go down as one of the best of all time. I just hate the team he's on and will never, ever root for him to win the Super Bowl. And I feel bad saying that because Tom Brady's a fantastic QB, as I've said. But his team just... I hate him. All right, Raw 25th anniversary. We're going to tally that about 5:15. All right, so the Raw 25th anniversary show. Well, if you watched it like I did, it was... I don't know, it was way overhyped and didn't live up to what I thought it was going to be. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, sweet, Raw 25th anniversary show. They actually have the anniversary correct for once. This is actually 25 years after the first Raw. Good job, guys. I mean, it's still technically only the 24th anniversary, but it is the 25th year of Raw. They did say it's 25 years of Raw, which makes up for it a little bit, but the anniversary things are still a little bit of an issue. If you guys don't know why that's an issue to me, the first year of it is not the first anniversary. The second year of it is the second anniversary. Or the first anniversary. Sorry, I got myself confused there. I'm a little bit tired. I haven't been to sleep yet. But so technically this is the 24th anniversary of Raw, and next year will be the 25th anniversary. But it is the 25th year of Raw, and I'm very excited to have been a part of this for... How long have I been watching wrestling? 2002, 2003, I think, is when I started. So about 15 years, 15, 16 years, somewhere around there. So I've been watching for a good majority of my life. I've always enjoyed wrestling, even when it was shit. And I love going back and watching older things. Me and my uncle are actually going through all of the old pay-per-views. If you go on WWE Network, if you have WWE Network, and you go through it, there's all like the old pay-per-views from like way back in the day, and we've been slowly going through those. We finished WrestleMania and Royal Rumble and Survivor Series and SummerSlam and a few of the other ones already at this point in time, and it's been an enjoyable experience to go through all of those, especially watching with my uncle. My brother and my uncle were the people who kind of got me into wrestling when I was younger, and I've always enjoyed it since then. We always used to wrestle around and stuff, so wrestling was always a big part of our lives growing up. So seeing Raw hit its 25th year was awesome in my opinion. But the show in itself was disappointing. First things first, the DX reunion, wasn't that great. I think it would have been fantastic because they had Scott Hall come out, they had X-Pac, they had Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, Shawn, they had Triple H. I think it would have been fantastic. Kevin Nash was there, but he was rehabbing his knee because apparently he got a slight injury in his knee earlier. Finn and the Club came out. They did Too Sweet in the middle of the ring. It was funny because there's a Nick Jackson doppelganger looking guy out in the crowd. I thought that was just absolutely hilarious that they were doing Too Sweet with a dude who looked like Nick Jackson out there. But all in all, it wasn't very good. The Club faced the Revival. They won. Afterwards, the Revival basically got completely buried. They got a super kick. They took an X Factor. They took... I think Razor's the only one that didn't do a finisher. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn did their tag finisher, and Finn hit a coup de grace on them. It seems like a very big waste of the Revival's talent. You guys know me. I'm not the biggest fan of the Revival as it is. So it kind of seems like they were kind of burying them for saying wrestler on TV. But, I feel like they shouldn't have gotten treated that way, especially with Triple H. Those are kind of his guys. They came from NXT. But yeah, Road Dogg didn't say, oh, you didn't know, well, your ass better call somebody. You just said, oh, you didn't know, you better call somebody. And I was like, what's the point of, he says ass. Ass is like the most tame swear word of all time, next to what Ron Simmons says, damn, which he actually did get to say, which was awesome. So I thought it was really stupid that they didn't actually have it be true to the way the New Age Outlaws were. They were always one of my favorite Attitude Era tag teams growing up. Growing up, I admired tag team wrestling. It was always one of those things that I was like, oh, sweet, if I ever got into wrestling, this is what I want to do. Like, being a single star is awesome, but tag team wrestling takes so much more finesse because you're not just working with your opponent, you're also working with your tag partner and your opponent's tag partner. So it takes a lot more setting up and communication, and I've always loved that kind of aspect of tag team wrestling. So it kind of sucks seeing the New Age Outlaws have to say, like, have to watch Road Dogg say it in the stupid way. And plus, right after that, he says, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, and they let him say that. I'm like, why the fuck did they not let him say ass at the start? Why did they cut that to you better call somebody? It makes no goddamn sense. Shawn Michaels did a shitty WWE Network plug, which I thought was really stupid, because if you ever watched DX, you know they were completely against authority, and I think it would have been cooler if they would have kind of gone away from that. Shawn talked about how back in the day he was in charge of DX, and now Triple H is kind of in charge of everything, which is completely true. Triple H went from being the guy against the authority to being the authority. But they did talk about China, which I thought was really cool. They talked about Rick Rude. So, they brought them up. China didn't really get a big thing when she died. They didn't really give her a memorial thing, which I think was kind of crap. Sunny's in the Hall of Fame, and she's a cam artist on Skype, or cam star, not cam artist, and she's in the Hall of Fame, but China doesn't get a thing for when she dies and doesn't go into the Hall of Fame or anything like that. And I think it's a really shitty thing, but I'm glad they actually decided to bring up her name in the 25th anniversary, because she was a huge part of why DX became a thing. The Manhattan crowd at the Manhattan Center didn't really look very happy. They didn't get a lot of matches. They got like 205 live matches as dark matches. They got to watch a quick match between Bray and Matt and Wilk and Matt Hardy. Jeff came out and said, when I come back, he basically saying that Bray will be made obsolete. So there's kind of some things that are saying he's probably going to be Brother Nero when he comes back. Matt is probably going to be broken at some point very soon, because he does have the rights to that gimmick, if you guys do not know. So Senor Benjamin, Rebby, all of them can finally come over. Continuing on, over in Barclays Center, Shane and Vince came out, or Shane and Stephanie were out at the start of the show. They gave their dad a plaque, and he didn't really like it. Stone Cold came out. Vince basically threw Shane to the proverbial rattlesnake, threw him right in front of Vince, saying like, "Oh, I've got arthritis, I've got a bad heart, and all that." Threw Shane right to him. Says Shane's fit, he's in good shape. Shane took a stunner. It seemed like Vince and Stone Cold buried the hatchet, and then Stone Cold obviously gave him a stunner, gave a beer to Shane, and then gave him another stunner, and Shane just like spit the most huge amount of beer out of his mouth, and it was a fantastic moment. Hearing Jerry and JR on commentary was, I don't know, it seems like they're past their prime on commentary. Jerry literally talking through Bray's entrance like, JR, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I was like, dude, Jerry, you're fucking talking the entire time through and you're telling JR to be quiet. Undertaker's promo left a lot of questions up in the air. Is he coming back? Is he fully retiring? It's not really looking like we're not really sure what it's going to be. My best guess, WrestleMania 34 match against maybe Kane, AJ Styles, John Cena, Brock Lesnar again, somebody else, Samoa Joe, another match against Roman Reigns. I don't know. But yeah, I loved The Undertaker, and he recreated how he came out 25 years ago. And I loved watching that. Undertaker has always been one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So seeing him come out and potentially give one of his last promos and one of his best promos, in my opinion, in the past few years, was really heartbreaking and beautiful to watch at the same time. Continuing on. The Divas segment, the Women's Superstar segment. I'm probably going to say Divas because it's a lot easier than saying Women's Superstars every time. So the Divas segment, and it left a lot to be there was a lot I wanted. Bellas came out, Jacqueline came out, Trish is the one who came out last. I'm trying to remember who all came out because like there was a lot of people. Michelle McCool, Lillian Garcia, Maria Kanellis, Maurice, Kelly. I think there's one more, but I can't remember who it was. I feel bad for saying that. Lita didn't come out, Beth Phoenix didn't come out, which I kind of hate because both of them work for the company. I was expecting both of them to come out and join them, but they didn't, and it was really, in my opinion, really stupid. Charlotte was there, Alexa was there, Ric Flair was there. It was really awesome. They weren't actually out on stage, but Ric Flair and Charlotte had a backstage segment against Alexa, basically, which I thought was really cool. Seeing Ric Flair and Charlotte woo together was awesome. There was a women's 6-on-6 match. It seems like that, or 3-on-3 match. It seems like that's what, 4-on-4 match. Yeah, it seems like that's what they're doing a lot more nowadays. Sasha Banks got the victory by getting Alicia Fox a tap in the bank statement, making her partners Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Nia Jax lose with Paige watching on. They all walked off, and then as Mickey, Sasha, Bayley, and Asuka were celebrating, Mickey was up on the turnbuckle. Asuka threw her over the top rope, hit Bayley with a pretty astounding kick, and then threw Sasha and Bayley and then Sasha over the rope, and basically started taunting in the ring, basically kind of giving us what we're expecting on Sunday: Asuka to win the Women's Royal Rumble. The segment with Lesnar, Kane, and Strowman left a lot to be desired. You know, we've seen these people tearing each other apart for the past 2 weeks, and then what happens at the end? Lesnar goes through a table, Kane looks like a bitch, and Strowman stands tall. I have so many issues with this. First off, you're giving a guy who's put in over a decade of his life, probably more, in Kane, basically the jobbing in this, where he's most likely going to count the lights for Lesnar, which I have no issue with because I want Lesnar to win. However, I would rather have Lesnar pin Strowman to win, because then it shows that Strowman, even though we already know he can be beat. I would rather have it be Lesnar pinning Strowman for the win, and then Kane goes on saying, "You never beat me," and then him and Lesnar face somewhere down the line. Kane wins the Universal Championship, faces Undertaker for it at WrestleMania. That's what I would hope for. It's probably not going to happen. Lesnar's most likely going to pin Kane, with him and Strowman, even though I don't want it, having another match later on in the future. Roman Reigns lost the Intercontinental Championship, which a lot of people are deeming as Roman Reigns shall be winning the Royal Rumble. It's in Philly. The last big time he won, when The Rock came out, was in Philly in 2014, and a lot of people were not happy about that one. They had to switch shows, they had to switch venues and shit for the shows, so there's a very good chance that if he does win, Philly is going to lose it, even though Philly is going to the Super Bowl 1 week after that. But yeah, I don't think Philly would be happy if Roman won. I'm honestly hoping that Roman doesn't win. It's weird too, because Miz entered himself in the Rumble to win the IC Championship. What the fuck's the point of entering in the Rumble if you have a championship? Like, I get you don't have the main championship, but when your main champion is a part-timer on your brand, you basically have the main championship. You do not need to be in the Royal Rumble. So yeah, I think it's really stupid that they enter the Royal Rumble just to win the IC Championship. I feel like they kind of are doing this because of the allegations against Roman for steroids, which is not really here nor there. But yeah, I feel like it's stupid that they put the belt back on Miz. Roman was doing fantastic with it. There's a lot to cover, so I'm trying to get through it all. There was a poker game backstage with the APA, the Usos, Slater and Rhino, Ted DiBiase, Titus Worldwide, Natty, New Day, and a few other people. Ted DiBiase ended up winning it all. Heath Slater lost a bunch of money, tried to cheat, got caught. They had a match against Titus Worldwide. It kind of broke down, and it was ended by DQ, by double DQ or double count and whatever. Then we hear the Dudleys music hit, and the Dudleys put Heath Slater through a table while Rhino basically helped get the table in there for the Dudleys and Titus Worldwide to do the 3D for the Dudleys. I don't know. It seems like Slater and Rhino are heading towards a massive collision and are probably going to break up very soon. The Brooklyn Brawler was there, Boogeyman, Coach, MVP. Oh yeah, he was also in the poker game. MVP was William Regal. A bunch of people came out. Daniel Bryan was out there before the Intercontinental Championship match with a bunch of other general managers. I thought that was really cool. Eric Bischoff was there, my personal favorite general manager of all time and current SmackDown Live general manager in my universe mode. Eric Bischoff will always be running SmackDown Live for me. Just saying. But yeah. It was really cool. I didn't get to see that part, though, because my TV decided to be a bitch. For some reason, about the time when the backstage segment with Teddy Long and Coach and Boogeyman and Kurt was happening, my TV decided to cut from there to about 30 minutes later with me missing everything in between. So I missed the Undertaker's promo, which I ended up seeing on Twitter. I missed all the stuff with the GMs, and I thought that was a pain in the ass for me because I was like, fuck, I really want to see that. Edge didn't show up because he was in Ireland filming something, I believe. Christian had the Peep Show, which was really awesome. I love the Peep Show. It's one of my favorite WWE talk shows of all time. I was expecting Edge to pop up on that in some way. Christian got a jobber entrance, which I didn't really like. He had Rollins and Jordan on there. And Rollins ended up kneeing Jordan in the face, meaning they're probably going to end up having some miscommunication, losing the belt on Sunday. Because Sheamus Cesaro came out and attacked them. I thought it was a really fantastic segment, to be honest. I miss seeing Christian every week. I do. I'm not going to say I don't. I love Christian. He's a fantastic wrestler. But yeah, I really wish Edge would have been there. It would have made it so much better. Had a nice kazoo party with Christian. I would have loved it. I think that's it. Oh yeah, Brooklyn Brawler also talked to Kurt Hawkins backstage. There's a lot of people that I feel like should have been there. Batista, Rey Mysterio, even though most of Rey's stuff was also mostly on SmackDown, same with Batista. But I feel like they should have been there. I wish Kevin Nash was there. I really do. I miss Kevin Nash. He's fantastic. I wish CM Punk would have popped up. CM Punk would have popped up sometime at the end of the night with like Paul Heyman saying, "This next wrestler I'm bringing out is the best in the world," and then CM Punk comes out, the Cult of Personality. Elias talked backstage with Chris Jericho, and Elias and his stupid scarves made the list. I have missed Chris Jericho talking about the list so much. Like, I watched highlights from his match with Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 12, and it made me miss Chris Jericho. He comes back one fucking night, puts Elias and his scarves on the list, and I loved it. Elias came out, sang a song, talking about how John Cena and Brooklyn had no balls. John Cena came out, said, "There's Brooklyn's balls right there. There's some beach balls going around the crowd," and security took them away. They started chanting, "asshole." Cena said something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to like kind of make it more PG. He's like, "Gotta keep it PG." There's a fan who had a sign that said, "Nikki, tell Cena to throw me a shirt." Cena ended up actually throwing a shirt that way. Elias tried to attack him, didn't work. Cena hit the Fire Knuckle Shuffle, went for the AA, got low blowed by Elias, which I fucking loved. I was really hoping he was going to get on the mic and say, "Oh, Cena, you know what? I was wrong. You do have some balls," and then threw the mic down and walked away. But instead, he went and grabbed his guitar, hit Cena with the guitar, hit a drift away, walked away. I thought it was a fantastic segment. I didn't get to see him hit the drift away, sadly, because I had to go to the bathroom. But I still thought it was a fantastic segment, all in all. The Rock wasn't there, which makes sense. Kind of makes sense. He's filming a movie right now. Mick Foley wasn't there. I feel like he should have been, especially since The Undertaker name dropped him. Mean Gene was there. Howard Finkel's there. Mean Gene did an interview backstage with AJ Styles, and AJ Styles did his best Randy Savage impression. I fucking loved it. I went wild. I am a dirty, sweaty mark for AJ Styles and for Randy Savage. In case you guys didn't know, Randy Savage is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But I thought it was awesome. He didn't do the full segment as Randy, which I would have fucking loved. There was no "fuck it" dropped by Gene Okerlund. I was really hoping they would have done it just for the nostalgia feeling. And AJ basically said that he's going to beat Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn no matter what, which I thought was fantastic. Okay, on to, because I'm slowly running out of time, my phone is dying, on to the U.S. title tournament. If you guys didn't watch SmackDown last week, they ended up doing the end of the tournament last week with Bobby Roode being crowned your champion. What does this mean for Royal Rumble? Well, it means that there's one spot on the card left open because of this, because I'm sure they're going to want to fill it. What I'm guessing is this is how it's going to go. Royal Rumble comes up, Bobby Roode comes out and gives kind of a U.S. champion speech or whatever. He's going to save it. I feel like he's going to save it until Royal Rumble. Either that or he's going to do it tonight on SmackDown, and Dolph Ziggler's going to interrupt saying, "What are you talking about, you as the U.S. champ? I never relinquished it." Drops the mic, comes out and attacks him. If that happens, I'm going to be psyched, because it means that Dolph Ziggler is facing Bobby Roode for basically a U.S. champion unification type match, and hopefully a new belt. Not that the U.S. belt has anything wrong with it, I just want a new one, because the rumors are that Dolph's coming back sometime within the next few months to do that match, where there's going to be a new U.S. championship unveiled because of it, and I am losing my shit. It's a fantastic idea in my opinion. So I honestly can't wait. Trish talked backstage, by the way, I forgot to mention this, about basically about the Royal Rumble, looking forward to the Women's Royal Rumble. Okay, on to the Mixed Match Challenge. I know I didn't talk about U.S. title tournament for a long time, but I didn't really need to. Alright, Mixed Match Challenge. Match number 2, Big E and Carmelo versus The Miz and Asuka, is tonight. So if you guys want to watch it, again, it is on Facebook Watch, exclusively on Facebook Watch, starting at 10 p.m. right after SmackDown goes off the air. Which I'm excited for this match. I got my prediction right on the first match. I'm hoping to get my prediction right tonight. Honestly, I'm hoping my predictions are right on this the entire way through, because my playoff predictions for the NFL did not go as well as I wanted them to. So So yeah, I'm really hoping my predictions for this go good. So far, they're doing better than my NFL predictions did, because I'm pretty sure the teams I predicted to win the first round, the only one that won, or there's only two that, or a few that won, obviously. I'm pretty sure the only teams that won were the Saints and the Steelers. No, wait, no, Steelers, I think, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how, I don't remember what teams won. I haven't looked at it in a while. But yeah, that sucked. All right, and at about 25 minutes, I'm going to say. All right, and finally, on to the final point for this video, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The thing I'm most excited for this year, I'm always excited for the Royal Rumble. It's one of my favorite matches. It's one of my favorite pay-per-views, to be honest. That and Elimination Chamber have always been my favorite ones. Again, talking about Roman, it's seeming like they're setting up for him to win. Although Batista and Rey are in talks for coming back, so we could maybe possibly see Rey Mysterio go the distance again, go one to the end and win the fucking Royal Rumble for a second time. There's also talks that John Cena and Randy Orton are going to win it, because that would be their third, tying the most with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Again, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and I know that's one of everyone's favorite wrestlers of all time, okay? I understand. I'm sorry. But yeah. I'm honestly really excited for the Royal Rumble. I'm hoping a lot of the predictions I've made, a lot of the surprise return predictions are true. Again, I've made my surprise predictions. How about Mr. CM Punk coming back? Dolph Ziggler making a surprise entrance, a lot of things, and I'm honestly really excited for a lot of them. Let's see if Curtis Axel's gonna have a nice 3-year long reign. No, I'm kidding. Okay, calm down. But no, the 2015 Royal Rumble joke is still gold. No, it's not. It's old. But yeah, I'm really excited for the Royal Rumble. I'm excited for a lot of the matches. Women's Royal Rumble is honestly shaping up to be fantastic. Actually, quickly go into this, and because this is the same notebook I'm using for taking notes on that. FYI, there's a very good chance that my review will be shorter and will basically just be kind of who won the match and a bit of highlights. The men's Royal Rumble shaping up with Elias, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, John Cena, Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy. Samoa Joe was in it until his injury. Apollo Crews is now in there. Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Aiden English, Titus O'Neil, and The Miz. Women's is shaping up even better because there's 18 women already in there instead of 13 men. Asuka, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Paige was originally in it, but again, injury means she can't go out. Alicia Fox, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Lana, Tamina, Carmella, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Dana Brooke. Going into the matches, besides those, we have Lesnar versus Kane versus Strowman in a Universal Championship triple threat match. Obviously, we have the men's and women's Royal Rumbles. We have a 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Championship between AJ Styles and, as he likes to refer to them, Cammy, otherwise known as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Tag team match for the Raw Tag Team titles, Rollins and Jordan versus Sheamus and Cesaro. 2 out of 3 Falls Tag Team match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships between the Usos and Gable and Benjamin. And this is one I forgot to mention on the Raw 25th anniversary. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the Cruiserweight Championship match, as Enzo Amore has been suspended for not sexual assault allegations, rape allegations to be clear. But they're saying sexual assault allegations, which happened from a woman on Twitter tweeting that. So you never freaking know how true they are. So I'm not sure where that's going. I don't know if they're just going to strip him of the belt and have a tournament that spans until the next Raw pay-per-view. Starting at Royal Rumble or something along those lines. They haven't really mentioned it. I have yet to look it up, but I will update you guys probably Saturday when I do the predictions video. And speaking of Saturday, NXT TakeOver Philly, when I find the fucking page. Again, I saw a match pop up on Wikipedia 2 separate times and then go away 2 separate times of Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane and Roderick Strong. I don't know if one of them got injured and if Lars Sullivan got injured or something and they just can't do that. I'm keeping it on my list until otherwise. I don't know, maybe it's a dark match that's going to be shown on NXT the week after or something, I don't know. But the card for that is currently Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship match. Seems like Gargano's getting a lot of championship matches. Whose son is he, I wonder? I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I hate the Jordan is fucking Kurt Angle's son, Angle. Aleister Black versus Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match, meaning the Undisputed Era could get involved. I doubt they're going to. Doesn't seem likely. They probably will, but I'm assuming Aleister Black will probably have some friends to back him up, just in case. Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship match. NXT Women's Championship, not the NXT Women's Championship match. That match was looking fantastic already. The fact of the matter is that any of these women and men could potentially pop up in the Rumble the next day. So I feel like these matches won't be super short, and super screwed over, but I feel like it's not going to be a huge heavy hitting pay-per-view, except for Black and Cole. Though that's going to be a heavy hitting match, and I'm very excited about it because I love Aleister Black and I love Adam Cole. And then finally, the Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I'm honestly excited for that one as well. I'm getting back to my page really quick, one sec, guys. I'm excited for that one as well for the simple reason of I just think it's going to be a fantastic match. AOP are fantastic. Undisputed Era, from what I've seen them, are fantastic. And I honestly just cannot wait for NXT TakeOver Philadelphia and the Royal Rumble. Anything else I need to talk about? I'm trying to think really quick before I end this video. Oh, my WWE2K18 career mode is completely done. If you guys did not watch my Fallout 4 video yesterday, I talked about that a bit about the 1000th video and the Prison Architect series. Call of Duty World War II ends Friday, so next week Friday, so I think the 2nd of February, I believe. Or sorry, this week Friday. No, wait. Yeah, next week Friday. A week from Friday. Should be the very first episode of the Reinhart Detention Center Prison Architect thing. I have the first episode recorded. I'm probably going to record a few more episodes as this is a prison that I'm going to be kind of trying to go through a lot faster. One sec. Just going to put that at about 30 minutes when I start talking about those. So yeah, I'm really excited for the Reinhart Detention Center. I'm not going to try to record everything in a row and just get it all done in a few days, but I'm going to try to get a fair amount of content done because this is going to be a prison I'm going to go through a lot faster than my past ones, mainly because this is only kind of a transition prison, so that way I have something on my channels on Fridays besides Fallout 4 for a bit, before I'm really ready to have Fallout 4 just be there by itself. And 7 Days to Die will be a week after the 31st of January. The 31st of January will be my final WWE2K18 career mode episode. It will be the WrestleMania pay-per-view. I did the Royal Rumble Saturday and Sunday because I needed to do I had 2 parts for it and I didn't really want to do it on 2 separate days, super far away. So I decided, okay, Saturday we'll have the first part and Sunday we'll have the second part, because I didn't think I was going to wake up early enough Sunday to upload 2 parts for that. So I just decided, okay, best option, I'm uploading this in 2 separate parts and going from there. What was yesterday's? Fallout 4. What else do I do on Mondays? Oh, I have Batman the Telltale series. I'm probably going to be recording more of that soon because I'm near my last episode of episode 1 of that game. So I'll probably record the episode 2 stuff very, very soon. So look forward to that. And 7 Days to Die will start with me and Dalton the week after the 31st, so right at the start of February, basically, we'll have 2 new series on the channel. We'll have, obviously, Fallout 4, Championship Scramble, NHL, Batman, both Batman series, Evil Within 2, all continuing into February, so be prepared for that. And then, obviously, in February, we'll have the 1000th video, which I'm very excited for, and I really hope you guys are too. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay golden. I'm sorry for making this one really long. Peace.